Welcome. You are in the right place at the right time. Today is Saturday and it is 12 noon, and I'm so glad you took time out of your busy schedule to come join me on today. I tell you, I'm gonna put something on your mind today to make you want to think about it. So put on your seatbelt and get ready to take a little short ride. Okay, a little short ride. That's all. A little short ride. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling together for 30 plus years. And out of the 30 plus years that we have been traveling together, he has been a blessing to both me and my family, as well as I have been a blessing to both him and his family. And the reason why I talk about my mentor every time I go live is because that's a message all by itself. I need you all to understand that if you don't get nothing else out of what I say, that you need to have a mentor, somebody that can guide you, lead you into places where you can be blessed. And what better person than a person who has been on the earth long before you and knows all the pitfalls and all the problems that can occur while we're on the earth. Okay? So get a mentor and then get a show so that you can shout your mentor out. All right, so as you can see, something came across my desk this week in various different ways. And one of the things that I wanted to emphasize is the fact that, everybody's winding up in the same place with the question, are you ready for a time such as this? Now, I know everybody, that brings to everybody's, the understanding or the remembrance of the verse in Esther 4 and 14. But if you get your spare time, you can go read up on Esther. She became the queen, and she was put in power by God in order to help her people. Well, I'm not referencing that in this situation. I'm referencing and I'm really sounding alarm to let you know that we're in a time. We're in a different time. We have never been in a time like this ever before in history, where we have a group of billionaires, millionaires that have taken over the United States government and have begun the process of dismantling it piece by piece, and not in a good way. People are crying out now because they're like, oh my God, I voted for Donald Trump and I never thought he would do anything like that. When all along he's been telling you what he gonna do. Now he lies. He probably gave you the impression that he was gonna leave you and your family alone, but now y'all on an airplane going back to where you came from. Okay? And just for the record, the airplane that he sent back to Colombia last week, Colombia refused to accept it. They're like, we don't want them. Why are you sending them back here? We don't want them. You got them, you keep them. But he is deporting them so fast that he's rounding them up plane loads at a time and getting them out of here. Well, that's disturbing to some Latinos and people that voted for him because they felt like, oh no, he's going to give us a stimulus check and make us welcome in the United States. Didn't happen. Not happening. Because his agenda is to literally destroy the United States of America. Yeah, I said that out loud. So I'm broadcasting from a secret, undisclosed location just in case they're tracking me, trying to figure out, is he gonna tell the truth about what we doing? We can't let him do that. Yeah, I can and I will, and I will continue to tell the truth, the real truth, and nothing but the truth about what's going on. Okay, we are in a time, a special time in history. Now, um, towards the end of the year in December, there were signs in the heavens. We had a new moon. We had a couple of solar things that happened. And sometimes, we don't understand that it's more than just a light show in the heavens. It's letting us know that we're going from one season to another. Now, a lot of people said Joe Biden was slow, and they call him Sleepy Joe, and he doesn't. But Joe Biden cared about people. He cared so much about people that some of the things that he did, they criticized it, but that was concern and care for people. He was acting out of concern and care for people. Well, I can't say the same thing about the current president and his agenda. He has surrounded himself with billionaires that operate for their own selfish reasoning and criteria. And we're in a time where if you're not on their level, a millionaire or a billionaire, you are going to suffer greatly. There are going to be many people that are going to perish. I'm even questioning, I'm going to say this out loud, y'all. I'm questioning whether the black, African American, or colored elected officials in Washington, D.C. are even aware that they're going to be neutralized as well. Now, we've got the ability to have a 50-50 vote in Congress and slow some things down, but I can see an agenda where the elected officials, the Congress people, the congressmen, the senators that are sent to represent districts all through the United States, and if they happen to be, I'm saying it again, of color or African American or brown, you're going to be neutralized. This man has taken control of the Department of Justice, and he's issued to the Department of Justice to get rid of the FBI senior officers, to get rid of all the people that he felt like will not obey him. He's got a secret police on the way. Now, people say, yes, Secret Service. No, I mean a secret police, just like Hitler did in early Nazi. Now, on this week, they had a Holocaust Remembrance Week. Well, we're back into those type of times. You got to understand, there's nothing new under the sun. We've been here before. We've seen this type of behavior before. And he is following the Hitler playbook to the T. He is rounding up people from other countries. He's persecuting them. And he's shipping them out of the country. So he's already began to attack the Constitution, saying that the Constitution doesn't serve the people in which it was written for. So if you were born in the United States from parents that were not Americans already, he's bringing into question your citizenship. So a time such as this, I mean, we have never, ever in history ever seen anything in the United States such as this. Now, it's interesting. There are songs that have been written about Babylon. If you've ever been to, foreign countries and they talk about, Babylon is falling. Yes, it is. Babylon is on the verge of destruction. And my question to you is, are you ready for a time such as this? You know, when I was growing up, uh, my parents put me in this organization called the Boy Scouts. And in the Boy Scouts, they had a motto that said, "Be prepared." So, of course, you're supposed to have a pocket knife. You're supposed to be able to know how to survive in the wilderness. These are all the things that they taught us to be able to do as a Boy Scout. Start a fire, and I ain't talking about with just a match, but fishing, how to be able to survive. So, fast forward to where I am now, my preparedness is in having a go bag, a passport, all the things that you need. What they say, funds to be able to get on a boat, plane, to get out of here. Because if Babylon, not if Babylon, Babylon is on the verge of destruction. It brings to mind, I was talking to somebody on this week, and I was explaining to them that when Abraham negotiated with God for the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, he negotiated with him. In your spare time, go read it. And Abraham knew that his nephew Lot and his family were in Sodom and Gomorrah. So at the end of the negotiation with God, he pleaded for the life of his family. So once he pleaded for their life, he sent angels into Sodom and Gomorrah and told them, pack your stuff, get your go bag, it's time for you to go. So Lot obeyed the angels of the Lord. He got his stuff, like, look, it's time to go. We can get out of here. And he left. Now, his wife still had a passion, or her heart was still in her home in that city. Now, they have very explicit instructions. When you leave, don't look back. So she looked back, according to the story, and she became a pillar of salt. But Lot kept on going with his kids because he's like, we out of here. We can find a new mama. And that's exactly what he did. He got out of there. But I'm saying all that to say, get your bags packed. Because when we hear the whistle, the train whistle, to get out of here, be prepared to go. Put your business in order so you can get out of here. Because this time is not going to favor us, all of us, people of color. And I'm going to say it again. We got a South African racist and an American racist that have teamed up. There's nothing good going to come out of that. So I'm just trying to sound the alarm, make people understand that we are in a time. The heavens have proclaimed it, and the actions of the people that are running this country are not in the best interest of us, the people, especially colored, brown skin, African American, black, whatever you go by this week. We are expendable. We are expendable. So know what's going on, be aware of what's going on, and everything that came across my desk this week reflected that we have never seen times like this in America. We've seen them in history when Hitler dominated and took control of Germany. He gangstered that. Trump is gangster in America. And he ain't through yet because he ain't got it where he wanted to be. So I encourage you, take heed to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Be prepared to grab your bag and get out of here. There's other places to go that will be much more welcoming than what's going on here. I got my bags packed, y'all. I'm ready to go. I'm going to heed my own words. I understand the times that we are in. So that's my warning for this week. I want to encourage everybody to heed the words that I'm talking about. And please be careful on what you're planning on doing and how you're planning on doing it. Be careful. I want to invite you guys to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, I want you to take a look around and see all of my advertisers and vendors there. They help make it possible for me to do what I'm doing here and everywhere that I do it. So please support them. Check them out. Click on all the links. It'll take you over to their website so that you can see what they're doing. They've been vetted out. I understand each and every one of them and what they do. And there are professionals that are waiting on you to call. Check out the advertisers. Click on them. It don't cost you nothing to go check them out. But if you're interested in talking to them, ask them about their services and how it can be of benefit to you. I want to invite you guys to come join me each and every Wednesday, at 12 noon. Street News Now, when we do the noon report, where we bring you information about what's going on across the country and around the world from our perspective so that you all can understand what's going on. We're going to break it down for you. Once again, I want to invite you guys to follow me each and every Saturday at 12 noon. Please join me. You will have an opportunity to hear something that you might not have thought about. I'm going to start back doing my show each and every Sunday. Now, I know we're in February and people talk about Black history, but I talk about Black history 365 days out of the year, okay? We got heroes in time that we need to know about. So I try and talk to you and let you know about somebody you might not have been aware of, okay? So start looking out for that each and every Sunday evening. And I want to thank all those that have made donations and contributions up to this point in time. Thank you so very much. You have been a tremendous blessing. These are all the ways that you can make contributions and donations. So I just thank you. Thank you so very much. While you're here, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit that like button. Share the information. It's available for you to share. Tell somebody what's going on. This week coming up on Tuesday, we have another Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. He's coming to us with his story so that we understand why he is a hero in the community. And I'm looking forward to him. He's a first-time person to the show, so I'm so excited to have him coming on the show this week. You don't want to miss it. Get there early. Get a seat so you can understand all that he has done to receive what he has received. So that's it for this week. I want you to think about what I'm saying. You know, for a time such as this, and then ask yourself when you look around, where are we? Because it's not the same place that it was on the last administration. And then beware. Love you guys.